Apple is starting to invest more into podcasts. Apple Books and Oprah just announced the Oprah's Book Club podcast. It is an 8-episode series that is exploring themes from Caste, the Origins of Our Discontents by Isabel Wilkerson. Welcome back to Sonic Insights, where we cover audio, voice, and hearable tech news. A little background. Bloomberg reported earlier this year that Apple did have some interest in creating its own original content that would serve as a partner to go alongside its original content that it was putting out on Apple TV. The goal of this additional content, such as a podcast like this, was to ultimately help market the larger content that it was putting out onto Apple TV. Oprah's Book Club is currently an interview show featuring different authors from her club selection that you can find on Apple TV. However, as I mentioned, the partner in this podcast is Apple Books, so technically the jury is still out on whether or not this counts as that content that Bloomberg was alluding to earlier this year. Content and release. The first episode is a conversation with Wilkerson where she talks about her inspiration for writing the book and her framework for how she believes society should talk about and look at racism. The additional episodes exploring the book will be released 2 times a week, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Apple investments in podcasts. Compared to competitors like Spotify, Apple has made limited investments into the space, despite being a very early pioneer into podcasting as a whole. They produce some news and some Apple Music content, but really nothing directly targeted towards the podcasting space. However, if you look at Apple's main competitor, Spotify, they have made way more investments to improve the podcasting experience on their platform. For example, they have made investments into actual content, such as the Joe Rogan Experience investment recently. They have also made acquisitions to improve the platform overall for people creating, such as the investment or overall acquisition of Anchor. For an efficient way to stay up to date with audio, voice, and hearable technology, subscribe to our newsletter, podcast, and YouTube channel by checking us out at sonicinsights.co.